The film begins when younger Rose Cotter, the protagonist of this film, looks onto her drug addict mother laying dead on the bed due to drug overdose. Sound from her office phone call wakes Rose from the bad dream. In the present day, Rose works as a therapist in a psychiatric hospital, and she is being called to a psychiatric ward, where she meets Laura Weaver, a graduate student who recently witnessed her professor's suicide. Laura claims she is being haunted by an invisible entity that takes the form of smiling people and has predicted her death. Rose tries to downplay Laura's statement as a mere hallucination, but Laura angrily disagrees. Suddenly, Laura feels the presence of the mystical spirit taunting her, and she falls down from the chair. This frightens Rose as she puts a call through for assistance, but Laura suddenly becomes calm, smiles eerily, and then slits her own throat with a piece of a broken vase, leaving Rose horrified as she watches the suicide. Before I proceed, please subscribe to this channel, press the like button and notification bell to get more of interesting films explained. Back to the film. Joel is a police detective who is also Rose's ex. He came together with his partner to the hospital to interrogate Rose over the terrifying incident. But Rose could not give a detailed explanation because she is still horrified. Trevor, Rose's fiancé, arrived at her residence, but Trevor's sudden entry shocks Rose, and a glass of water she holds falls and breaks. She quickly dismisses it as a result of work stress. Then the couple goes out for a dinner with Rose's sister, Holly, and her husband. The next day, another patient, named Carl, mimics Laura's unsettling smile and tells Rose she is going to die. However, Rose realizes Carl has been asleep the entire time. As Rose's disturbing visions persist, her colleagues start to worry that she might be a danger to herself. Alarmed by her deteriorating mental state, Rose's supervisor, Dr. Morgan Desai, instructs her to take a week off to clear her head because it's pretty obvious she's losing focus. That night, Rose is alone when security alarm triggers and another glass falls and breaks from Rose's hand. Then she is seen hallucinating, hearing strange voice over the phone, ordering her to look behind her until she regains her senses when the phone rings and police arrives to check the apartment. Trevor also arrives and notices that Rose has broken another glass, so this makes him worry. Same night, Rose could not find her cat, Mustache. Seeking help, Rose visits her former therapist, Dr. Madeleine Northcott, who suggests that Rose's issues may be rooted in her traumatic childhood, where she witnessed the overdose death of her abusive mother. Later, at her nephew's birthday party, when the young lad begins revealing gift family and friends present to him, Rose is shocked as her gift is revealed to be her dead cat instead of the intended present. She has a public meltdown, seeing one of the guests smiling unnaturally at her, and ends up crashing through a glass coffee table and pieces of glass cutting through her both hands. Convinced that she is cursed, Rose finds no support from her fiancé Trevor, who believes she is losing her mind and requests for a break. After discovering that Laura's professor was smiling before his death, Rose visits his widow, Victoria, who reveals that he too had witnessed a suicide before his own. But as soon as Victoria realizes that Rose is asking more questions that sound suspicious, she chases Rose out of her apartment. Rose enlists the help of her ex-boyfriend Joe, a police detective, to investigate similar cases. They uncover a pattern. Each victim saw someone commit suicide while smiling at them and then took their own life within a week. Rose tries to reconcile with Trevor but becomes furious when she learns he has arranged for Madeleine to intervene without consulting her. Frustrated, Rose turns to her sister Holly, but their conversation quickly sours as Holly dismisses Rose's concerns, comparing her behavior to their mother's. Rose accuses Holly of abandoning her before their mother's death. As Rose returns inside her car, she starts hallucinating again, seeing Holly come closer to her with her head bent upside down, which terrifies Rose. Rose and Joel discover a man named Robert Talley, the only known survivor of the curse. When they visit him in prison, he explains that the entity feeds on trauma and that the only escape is to kill someone else in front of a witness, thereby transferring the curse. Rose rejects this solution in disgust. The entity later appears to her in the form of Madeleine and torments her further. In a moment of madness, Rose believes she has killed Carl in front of Morgan, only to realize it was another hallucination. Terrified, she flees to her car as Morgan tries to intervene. Realizing she cannot pass the curse on another person if she dies alone, Rose drives to her abandoned childhood home. There, the entity manifests as her mother, revealing that Rose had let her mother die due to her abusive past. The entity attacks Rose, while strangling Rose by the neck. She is able to smash a lighted lantern on the entity's head and it catches fire, leading to the house raised with fire, seemingly destroying it. Rose escapes and seeks refuge at Joel's apartment, but soon realizes this is yet another hallucination. In reality, Joel tracks Rose to her old house and finds her outside. Panicking, Rose runs back inside, where the entity reveals its true form, a monstrous, scaleless creature with multiple jaws within a massive, grinning mouth. The sight of the creature puts Rose in a trance, and it possesses her by entering her body through her mouth. mouth. Joel breaks into the house just in time to witness a smiling Rose set herself on fire, passing the curse on to him. This is where the movie ends. Please subscribe to this channel, press the like button and smash the notification bell to get more of this. Thanks for watching.